COMM, press tab, log.zip style. Click. No, not the summon creeper command. Hey everybody, SkyLegendary here, and today I am here with EJ Monkey to present to you ChunkLoaders in one command. Woo!
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 It's been long enough.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a long time since my last video, and when I announced ChunkLoaders for the first time. But I've been hard at work at school. I'm banning myself from Hypixel, and this, of course. Wait, I didn't tell you I was banned from Hypixel? Well, I'm banned from Hypixel from a hacked account, and now I am fighting to get myself back to playing fun games. Cough! Hashtag unban Sky! Cough, cough! Anyway, on to the showcase. So, all you need for this command to work is a command block and an EJ Monkey, and then you just have to be in the 1.9 snapshots. Then you just get the command from the paste bin and paste it into the command block. Press the button here that says always active, press done, and it spawns inside of the EJ Monkey. To use the ChunkLoaders, all you need to do is click the get item sign on the machine, and then you will get 2 ChunkLoader spawn eggs, where each one is a different tier. When you place the tier 1 spawn egg down, a small structure for the ChunkLoader will spawn, and the actual ChunkLoader structure is spawned right below Y level 255, as you can see here, to keep the ChunkLoader out of the way. But the downside is that anything at this level will be replaced with this structure so that the machine can work. And if you want to remove the ChunkLoader, just break part of the structure at the bottom here. And that's it. The whole chunk area from Y0 to Y255 is now able to load redstone. But what if you wanted to load entities for use in a farm or otherwise? That is where the tier 2 ChunkLoaders come in. The tier 2 ChunkLoaders can load entities in the vertical chunk it is spawned in, right here. And it, like a spawn chunk, and it loads every chunk in a 5x5 area around it as a loaded tier 1 vertical chunk. All you have to do is the same as before. Use the spawn egg, which will create a small structure, and also spawns a 5x5 grid of tier 1 chunks at the top. Note that the tier 2 chunk is a ton of tier 1 chunks, so all of the same rules apply when you use it. So they do work with vertical chunks, and they do also fill structures. All you have to do to remove it is just like the first, delete it, and everything will go away, including that 5x5 grid up there, as you can see as it deloads. A few very important things before we get to the system behind the ChunkLoaders. 1. These are artificial chunks, and they have the chance to act weirdly. Tier 1 chunks make it so that you can teleport to other entities, and the tier 2 are like spawn chunks, but if anything breaks or messes up because of our machine, please post the issue in the comments, and we will be sure to try and fix the issue. 2. The ChunkLoaders are decently laggy, and the tier 2s are the laggiest since they require 25 ChunkLoaders per tier 2 chunk. Make sure to create a backup before creating ChunkLoaders, as it may be a lot to handle. 3. Finally, and most importantly, if you are going to use this command in a YouTube video or similar, please make sure to read the paste bin that shows the rules in the message when it is installed. This is copyrighted and consequences may ensue if you do not comply with the rules. No, but seriously, don't break the rules.
Now that you know how to use the ChunkLoaders, let's get into how they work. The backbone of the entire concept is basically these 2 command blocks and these 3 ArmorStands, and the rest of it is just some fancy aesthetic extra stuff that Sky added when I was not helping and I was being a total goofball, like Sky is about to do. Anyway, the way this concept works is by using the amazing ability of the /spreadplayers command, its unique ability to load chunks when you spread entities into them. So basically what we have is a SpawnLoader. This is the ArmorStand that will always be in the spawn chunks with the machine, wherever you spawn it in. Then we have a SpreadLoader ArmorStand. This is what's going to be /spreadplayered to wherever we want it to be spread to, which is basically everywhere there is a ChunkLoader, which is what we use to mark wherever we want a chunk to be loaded. So the way this concept works is basically we execute off of every ChunkLoader, every one of these ChunkLoader ArmorStands, we spread the SpreadLoader to those ChunkLoaders, spread to all of them at the same time, so it goes to all of them very, very fast. Then it is teleported back to the spawn ArmorStand just to make sure it doesn't get lost in limbo somewhere. So basically the entire concept is we have a SpreadLoader, we spread it to all the ChunkLoaders to load the chunks by using the /spreadplayers command, then we teleport it back to spawn, and that is pretty much it. All the other fancy stuff is like making sure that these 3 always are in the world, so if you do something stupid and kill them, they appear back. Just awesome bells and whistles added by the amazing SkyLegendary over there, who is doing something random. And then This is just the basic default concept though, so if you don't want all those extra commands and you're a little bit more advanced with commands, you can use the smaller system, which is a whole lot easier to do. And then you can use this extra little command to get an ArmorStand with EntityTag, so you can spawn these a little bit more easily. But the whole concept is very simple, very easy to use, and it only uses a couple command blocks. So if you want to use this instead, there will be some commands in the description so you can make this happen. You just got to be a little bit more careful. But if you want to use the amazing awesomeness created by SkyLegendary, the full one command creation is a lot more awesome, and you can use that instead.
Now you're probably thinking to yourself, ChunkLoaders, this is impossible. Does it even work? You guys are just a hoax. Well, we got a little setup for you. So the first one is solely based off redstone. Every second or so, it'll just say loaded in the chat, and it'll spam the chat until it is unloaded. This is the zombie named Bob. Bob will be our test subject, and we will be able to teleport to Bob if the chunk is loaded. Finally, we have a chicken farm here. There are 300 chickens in here. You know what, let's add a couple of hundred more. And they're going to lay eggs every 5 to 10 minutes, so we'll run a test for 10 minutes straight. So if there's any entity loading here, there will be babies by the end. Let's just get started with our default test. So, let's teleport out of the way. For this to be a fair test, we are teleporting 2,000 blocks in the positive X direction back to our little redstone here. It's still going, you can see in the chat. Oh, and it's gone. After 29 seconds, about 30, the chunk is now unloaded. So let's go back. Oh, Bob's gone.
Oh, he despawned because he's a hostile entity and we went too far away.
Bob is gone. The clock is now running again, and there was just a baby. The spawn chunks are actually over where the contraption is, so it won't interfere with anything the other one is doing. And as you can see, in about 20-30 seconds, the whole thing is already unloaded. Bob's still here, it is unloaded, and the chickens here have not laid any eggs. Next test we will do, we can take the tier 1 and we're just going to put it in any corner in this chunk. Let's teleport back out. So we are 2,000 blocks away. This is the spawn chunks again. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes. We've been building some weird things over here. As you can see, it is still loading. Bob has despawned.
We made a mistake when summoning him. That wasn't supposed to happen.
But there have been no babies.
Yeah.
So
the entities were loaded.
thing.
We could have teleported to them if we wanted, but they just weren't having their AI active.
Let's get out another spawn egg. Alright, and now we'll use a tier 2 chunk loader, which will be a little bit taxing on my server, but you know, that's why it's blue, because blue is amazing. And amazing. Oh. Let's TP to EJ while we still can. And the clock is starting now. Alright, it's been 10 minutes, and we just got our first baby. Our second baby. Look
at them babies! So that proves that it is correctly loading the chunks. It's an entity loading or entity processing chunk now, which is very good.
And there's babies!
Yay! And Bob despawned again, because Bob is Bob.
Bob is Bob. Nobody likes Bob.
Do these ChunkLoaders work? Are they magical?
Alright, that's about it. If you just want to delete the device, all you have to do is click destroy machine and everything goes away. I hope you guys found this useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Sky.
And EJ.
Out.
Bye-bye. Ten-minute test, here we go.
Oh, I just realized this might interfere with your build.
Yeah, it's fine.
Don't worry, it'll just blow it up.
Oh. Oh. That's a little bit more exciting.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha. Well, there, that happened. It blew up everything underneath, but not my build. This looks more like an... Yeah, it was going to be a dinosaur. Now it looks more like an alien, though.
Beat drop
I don't
by
know.
EJ Monkey 2014.
That's a lot. 100. Oh.
Did you put persistence required?
I didn't summon him this time, actually. I think you summoned him. So,
No.
I don't know what happened. 125, 130, 135, 140.
There should really be a /undo in Minecraft.
Yeah, I've wanted that for a long time. I've been like, oh please, put that command in there.
Now we just have to...
I like it. It's cute. It's not really done, but I'm bored. I'm gonna leave it there. I know I didn't really finish him, and I still think he could be improved, but I do kind of like this guy. He's funny looking.
Sentimental reasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's my little fire-breathing dragon buddy. Looks like Kermit the Frog goes on rampage. That fireball is gonna actually explode soon, isn't it? 150.
Let's kill a chicken type equals.
Baby. That's not a baby.
Baby. It's not a baby, it's a feather.
Yes, it's dead body parts.
Alright, done. Oh my gosh.
Why am I recording?